Hey guys, right now I'm going to be doing a manga review for the series Peach Girl. There are two parts to the series Peach Girl. There's just the first 8 volumes, which is Peach Girl, and then the rest of the volumes are Peach Girl Change of Heart. So I'll be reviewing the first half. For Christmas, I got the special boxed sets. Apparently, they're limited edition of the first half of the series. Tokyo Pop, the company that publishes Peach Girl, has gone out of business, so they're selling all the volumes on like Amazon for like $2. It's insane. I got each set for like $5. So if you want to read this series or you want to own it, definitely go ahead and get it now because it's they're having some really amazing sales. So first, I'll just talk about what the box set looks like, I guess. There's the first half. The volumes, they kind of are different than other ones I've seen. I don't know if that's because Peach Girl is an older manga. It was published in the early 90s. But, like, it just looks kind of different to me somehow. But, it's not, like, that big of a deal, obviously. The volumes, it comes with the first 4 in the first box. And then box 2 has the last 4. This is really useful to have these box sets because, like I said, I only paid $10 for 8 manga, and usually you pay around $10 for 1. So that was a really great deal. Alright, to talk about the series itself, Peach Girl is a high school slice of life romance manga. It's about a girl named Momo Adachi who is entering high school. She has tan skin, blonde hair, looks like her basic beach bunny, and a lot of people assume that she thinks she's all that, and she's popular because she looks that way. Which isn't true. She's actually rather shy, and she doesn't like drawing attention to herself in that way at all. She has a best friend named Sai Kashiwagi, who is actually not the best friend anyone could ever have. She goes behind Momo's back and causes all sorts of problems and trouble, and is always putting Momo down and stealing her fashion ideas and whatnot. So she is definitely backstabber best friend. Momo is in love with a boy named Toji, who's a baseball player. He and she went to middle school together. And she's been in love with him ever since then. And she's trying to work up the nerve to tell him how she feels. But at the same time, another boy named Kylie Okayasu has caught Momo's eye, and he is definitely interested in winning her attention as well. So with all of that going on, she's being caught between 2 different guys, and Sai is in the background messing things up for everybody. It's definitely has a lot going on. There's never a dull moment in Peach Girl. The plot I really liked. For a slice of life manga, it's actually really interesting because you always know something is going to happen. It's never completely happy for Mo. Nothing is ever going smoothly and everything is just happy, whatever. You know that at that time that she's happy, Sai is either off plotting something, or Momo's in the middle of whatever Sai is plotting, or she's confused about what's going on with Kylie and Toji. So it's fascinating to me to read about everything that she goes through. I never had a Sai friend, so this is very interesting for me to see everything about Sai. Apparently there are real life Sais in the backs of the manga. The author of the books, Miwa Ueda, she publishes some letters that she got from some of her readers talking about their real life friends who are like Sai. I'm just like, really? I guess there are people who are that bad. I mean, everybody has met somebody who's somewhat like Sai trying to cause some trouble for you, but not to that extent. But I guess they exist. So, the plot is, I really enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, there's never a really dull moment because something's always going on. The characters are great. Sai is a fantastic villain. She really just doesn't have any remorse for anything, which I actually like. I mean, that makes her not a very likable character to me anyway, as like, oh, I'd want to be friends with Sai. I mean, but it makes her likable as a villain. She's definitely an excellent villain because she doesn't seem sorry for anything she's done, and in that way you know that she's always going to come back in the end to cause more trouble. Momo is a great heroine in my opinion. because she does have other people's best interests at heart. Um, and when she is doing something wrong, she feels bad about it. And she's an interesting character. She is shy, but she's not afraid to stand up for herself when she needs to as well. And then, of course, there are the two guys, Kylie and Toji. If you have ever been in the Peach Girl fandom, so to speak, there's always a lot of talk about which one everybody likes better. I have to say I definitely leaned on the side of Kylie just because he's a lot more developed than Toji is, in my opinion. He has a really huge backstory and all this stuff that happened to him. That makes him a bit more interesting to me than Toji. Toji is he's basically your average. He's really nice and he would do anything for Momo. He's athletic, he's good looking, he's kind, blah, blah, blah. He's kind of bland. Although he is a nice guy and he's a nice character. But Kylie, he's more of the player. He's funny and he does cause some of his own drama. But at the same time, he does have his kind moments. And he has a bad family situation. He has this whole backstory that explains a lot of his attitude and behaviors. And I just found him to be a lot more interesting. Not more likable than Toji, but like I said, just a little bit more interesting to read about. So I do like Kylie a little better. But Toji is interesting as well. So I wouldn't have been sad if Momo ended up with him either. So the characters are really great. The art style is a lot different than in a lot of other manga, but everybody has their own style, so I actually appreciate that. The way she draws lips are kind of odd. But I mean, not in a bad way odd, just different odd. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just kind of interesting. But I like it because it kind of distinguishes her style from other people's. If everybody drew their manga the same way, it would just be really dull to look at. So I enjoyed the art style a lot. The character designs are really good. The clothes are interesting, I'll say. This was written in the early 90s, so the clothing is, well, it's really obviously 90s. Like, nobody dresses like this anymore. But, I mean, I don't mind it, because I know that was the time here that was taking place. But, and I did know people who dress like that. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. And besides that, they wear their school uniforms a lot in the book anyway, but I mean, if you're really finicky, they do dress kind of strange. But it doesn't matter, like I said. So anyway, to stop my rambling, this is a really great manga. It's actually my third favorite series, and it's my second favorite shoujo series. So, or romance series, I'm sorry. So, I really, really enjoy it, and I highly recommend it if you want something that's romance and doesn't have any magic or demons or whatever else that is usually involved in a lot of the more popular manga. This is a nice, just sweet romance manga that is what it is. It's just romantic. And I really enjoyed it a lot, and I can't wait to get my hands on the rest of the volumes. So, definitely check it out, and like I said, if you're looking for these, get them online on Amazon now because they're like $2 a volume. And then you can, if you want, you can get this special box set for like $5. I definitely suggest that you do that. So thanks for watching.